two things that you need in order to build wealth. It's to invest consistently and Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Timothy, and on this channel we talk about everything personal finance. In today's video, I'm going to give you 14 habits that I'm doing to get rich and that you should follow to join the journey. Attaining wealth is just one of the biggest goals, so in order to do that, I have to do these 14 things. And the first thing that I'm doing to gain more wealth is living below my means. When I say living below your means, one good example is if you get approved for a house around $500,000, but you actually go for a house around $300,000, you're living below your means because you didn't go to that upper limit. You have to live below your means if you're going to obtain any kind of wealth, especially in today's times. Now, I'm living below my means because I'm house hacking. So I live in a house where I have another unit that pays for the mortgage. So now that I'm living below my means, I can put my money to places that matter or to acquiring more real estate. I believe that living below your means is truly one of the best ways to gain wealth. And it's something that I do every single day. And also living below your means is getting a cheap car or getting a car that doesn't have a payment. And that's something I'm doing as well. So we have two vehicles that don't have payments. So the money that would be going to a payment can now go to our emergency fund. The money that would go to a payment can go to our student loans. The money that will go to a payment can go to our investing. So we can really front load those investments while our expenses are low. So live below your means if you want to save more money, live below your means if you want to gain more wealth, and live below your means if you want to get rich. And the second thing I've been doing, and the second thing I'm going to continue to do, is to not listen to people that aren't in a good financial situation. If you're not in a financial situation of where I want to be at, then I don't want to hear your advice. I don't want to take your advice. So I might listen to you say, oh, go and get this car loan, or go and get the mortgage, go get the expensive single family home. But at the end of the day, I know that your financial situation is not somewhere where I want to be. So I'm not going to listen to people that aren't in the financial situation where I want to be at. If I see someone that's doing the things that I believe are right and good, then I will definitely follow. And if I see you in a financial situation of where I want to be at, then yes, please bring me the knowledge. Tell me what you know. But if you're not in a good financial situation, I'm not going to listen to you. And you really don't know all the time what the financial situation someone's going to be in unless you really ask. So just be careful when you're following financial advice from people, because you don't really know what financial situation they're in. And the third thing is to educate yourself on personal finance. Now, when I started my personal finance journey, I knew nothing. I got the introduction through Dave Ramsey when I was in college, saved the $1,000 and get out of debt. And then my financial journey started to change, and I started finding out more information from different people. And instead of paying off my student loans, now I'm investing more and continue to pay off my student loans. I'm not just throwing the whole kitchen sink at student loans. So things change, and you really need to grow your personal finance education. You really need to learn more about personal finance. Schools really don't teach you anything about money, so you have to teach yourself. And in today's times, it's so easy to learn about financial education. It's so easy to gain knowledge on personal finance. You can type in whatever you want to look for on YouTube. You can go on TikTok. You can go on ChatGPT. You can also read books, and there's endless blogs. There's so many resources out there for you to educate yourself and gain some personal finance knowledge. So if you want to get rich, and this is what I'm going to be doing to get rich, is to continue to educate ourselves when it comes to financing. And the fourth thing I'm going to be doing to get rich is to quit buying stuff that I don't need. Now, generally, I don't really buy stuff I don't need. Now, I'm on Amazon every once in a while, but if I'm buying something on Amazon, it's either for this YouTube business or some sweatpants or a shirt. I don't really buy a lot of things that I don't need because I just can't fathom the fact of buying things that just don't bring me value. So I'll buy things that bring me value. Like I said, I'll buy something for my YouTube channel. I just bought a $100 piece for this YouTube channel, but it really helps me when it comes to creating videos. And the fifth thing that I'm going to be doing to gain wealth and become rich is to invest aggressively. Now, I have been throwing a lot of money to my investments. Literally all 2024 was throwing money at the stock market. So here's what I did. So 2021, I got the house. 2021, I got this house hack. 2022, we saved some money. 2022, we're saving money. 2023, we invested into our first rental property. And then 2024, I was throwing money at the stock market. I was putting 16 to 20% into my 401k. I was putting about 17% of my take-home pay into after-tax accounts. I was putting a lot of money into my savings. So I'm going to continue to aggressively invest money. So this year I'm going to save some money because we want to buy another house to actually move into a single family home. But I'm going to continue to invest. Consistency is key when it comes to investing. You have to consistently save. You have to consistently invest into your future to see your money and to see your wealth grow. So if you get anything out of this video, it's to invest aggressively, especially if you're young, especially if you're old. Invest as soon as you can so you can see that compound interest begin to work for you. And the sixth thing I'm going to be doing in order to get rich is to stay financially educated. Now, I'm going to gain more financial education. I'm going to learn more, but I'm going to stay financially educated. I'm looking at YouTube videos every day. I'm listening to podcasts every day, refreshing my mind with these things so I can stay focused on the goal, because the goal is to gain wealth. The goal is to get rich. The goal is to retire. And I'm going to continue to listen to my podcast. I'm going to continue to watch my YouTube videos. And I really need to read more books. I have a lot of books on personal finance that I don't really read. I'm not going to lie to you, but I need to read more books so I can stay educated when it comes to personal finance. And the seventh thing I'm going to be doing to get rich, the seventh thing I'm going to be doing to gain wealth is to stay healthy. Your health is your wealth. I'm going to continue to go to the gym. I'm going to continue to stay active. I'm going to go for walks and walk my dog and walk with my child, walk with my wife, and just continue to stay active, because medical bills are expensive. And if you're not staying active, I'm not saying if you are staying active, you won't go to the hospital, because you really never know what's going to happen to you. So just try to stay healthy and eat right so you can see the fruit of your labor, especially when you get into the older years. And the eighth thing I'm going to be doing to get rich is to manage multiple sources of income. I don't want to just rely on my paycheck when it comes to my income. I want to have multiple streams of income and be able to manage them effectively. I want to have income coming from real estate. I want to have income coming from dividends. I want to have income coming from my high yield savings account. I just want to have income coming from all different sources. I want to have income coming from YouTube. I want to have income coming from businesses that I want to get into. But in order to build those businesses, in order to gain that income, I might have to put some money into it. So I have to save for that as well. I just want to be able to manage more income. And this is something that I still need to figure out. Like I said, I'm not rich right now. I'm not even wealthy. I'm on my journey to gain wealth and to become rich, but I'm not there yet. So a lot of these things are things that I'm still doing in order to become rich. And the ninth thing I'm going to do is build an emergency fund. Now, we currently have an emergency fund that is between 3 to 6 months, so it's pretty good, but I do have a pretty stable job, so I can stay around that 3-month. But you always want to have a good amount of money for your emergency fund, so you're not going to rely on credit cards for when that medical bill comes, or when you get in a car accident, or whatever emergency pops up. You don't want to rely on credit cards, because that's doing the exact opposite of getting you rich. So truly, if you want a peace of mind, try to obtain a 6 to 12 month emergency fund. If you don't know how to build an emergency fund, I actually did a video on how to build an emergency fund, and I'll add it to this video. So look to build that 6 to 12 month emergency fund. It could be about $15 to $20 or $25,000. It's all dependent on your expenses, but it will truly help you when it comes to your finances. And the 10th thing I'm gonna do and continue to do to build wealth is consistently invest. Now, I hit on this a little bit earlier, but I'm going to consistently put money into VOO. I'm gonna consistently put money into Tesla, into Nvidia. I'm gonna consistently put money into waste management. I'm gonna consistently put money into the stock market. Now, like I said, I'm making more of a transition right now to savings, so I did lower my investments, but I'm going to consistently invest. I'm not going to stop investing. I might not put as much to my investments, but I'm going to consistently invest while I'm here. I'm going to continue to put money, no matter how much money I'm putting, whether it's $50, $100, or $1,000. I'm going to continue to put money into my investments every month, every year, every day, every week. I'm going to be investing into my future, because I know when I turn 49 that I want to retire, and I need future Kimothy to be set, because future Kimothy is not going to want to go back to work. Future Kimothy is going to want to retire at 49. He's going to want to travel. He's going to want to be with his family. He's going to be with his kid. He's going to want to be with his grandkids. He's going to want to live a good life. So I'm preparing right now for future Kimothy by consistently investing and sacrificing some money, sacrificing a car payment, sacrificing an expensive mortgage. I believe to get rich, consistently investing is one of the biggest things and the best things that you can do. No matter what's going on, put aside a small percentage of money and invest for your future. And the 11th thing that I'm going to be doing in order to get rich is to monetize my passions. I have a passion for YouTube, and trying to be on here consistently in hopes to share my message and my financial knowledge and just my passion towards finance. But it wouldn't hurt if I was able to monetize my passions. And the 12th thing that I'm going to be doing in order to get rich is to control impulse buying. I need to control this impulse buying. Now, I'm not a crazy impulse buyer. Now, sometimes I will buy high price items off a whim, or when I go to the grocery store, I might just pick up an item that I really don't need. So in order to control my impulse buying, like I said, I'm going to ask, do I really need it, and will it bring value to me? I'm also going to create grocery lists and list of things when I'm going out, so I'm not just picking up things off the shelf I'm actually following a list, I'm following a plan, so I'm not just picking up and buying things that I don't really want or that I don't really need. And the 13th thing that I'm gonna be doing in order to get rich is to track my expenses. I'm gonna track everything. So I'm tracking my money every month. I'm tracking my savings, I'm tracking my spending, I'm tracking my checking account, I'm tracking my bill account, tracking my investments. Everything's gonna be tracked. Everything's gonna be noted. So I know when money's down, I know when money's up, I know when money's taken out. This goes back to continuing your financial education. You need to know where your money's going. By tracking your money, you'll always be in a loop. And the last thing is 2 things that you need in order to build wealth. Is to invest consistently and live below your means. Once you do these things, you will see your wealth grow. This is some of the things that I've done that has helped my net worth grow. And I'm almost at $200,000 net worth at the age of 27 is by investing consistently and living below my means. When I'm living below my means, that means I have more money that can go to investments. So I'm living down here, my lifestyle could be up here. But if I'm down here, my investments can be up here. But if my lifestyle's up here, then my investments are down here. So I'm valuing my investments over my lifestyle. I'm still living a good life, but I'm valuing my investments over my lifestyle. I'm valuing saving over my lifestyle because I have a goal. I have a 5 to 10 year goal. And in order to reach these goals, I need to live below my means and invest more money. In order to reach these goals, I need to live below my means and save more money. And I believe that's how you can get rich and grow wealth. So if you follow these 14 habits, if you follow these 14 things, I believe that you will be rich eventually, just like I believe that I'll be rich eventually. The best time to start was yesterday. So start investing as much money as you can so you can see your wealth, so you can see your net worth begin to grow. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.